Constant and never-ending improvement is something I've subscribed to since I've heard it all those years ago from Tony Robbins. What that means is my mind is constantly being fed with good information. I've detached from the normal programming that majority of society plugs into, which is the news. Negative energy without substance, all with programming, all with agendas, all with manipulation in mind by the best manipulators in the world. We're talking about the best psychologists, the best addiction-forming habits that you can have, right? That's all in the TV, in the radio, in the news, in the movies. All of that stuff taps into your subconscious. So when you can break away from that and tap into some of the amazing teachers and mentors that have been around for decades and generations, you can put good information in to give you a sense of walking around with these goggles where you see through the fog, and you see through, and you see, and it's not through judgment. You don't see people and judge, well, that's right and that's wrong, and oh man, they're so screwed up and this and that, because the mirror is, it's just our duty to be in control of our thoughts, words, and actions. And when you reach this certain point, you end up not desiring or needing or feeling verification of approval from others of what you're doing is right or wrong. Or, hey, look at me, am I good? Mom, Dad, is this okay? Can I get your approval, Mom, Dad, everybody? Like, you get detached from needing other people's approval, and you can look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I doing what's mine to do today? Am I doing what's mine to do in this moment? Is my mind focused in the rearview mirror on the past? Is my mind too focused in the future, and I'm missing the present of the gift of right now? And there's a lot of books and there's a lot of wisdom that talk about harnessing the presence of now and getting out of the mind and the shackles of the past, and you know, in the programming there's shackles of the future, until you can come to this moment right here, right now. Take away all judgment. There's no good, there's no bad, there's no wrong decisions. It all led you to this particular moment, which is where you find your power. And the question is, are you harnessing that power right now? And that's literally each and every one of us. If we are able to tap into the power of the present and the capability of being present. And you know this, when you're with a friend who's present with you, who doesn't have the distractions, looking at the phone while you're talking, you know, that can actually be there with you and see you and hear you, and you know that in that moment, there's nothing else in the world except that moment. They're there with you, and you're there with them. When you harness the power of the present, you step out of the 100 people, there's only 2 out of 100 that can be fully present with you. Why? Because the program, this device I'm holding in my hand, is full of massive programming, to include the apps, the billion and trillion dollar companies that control the programming. And it's literally like the Vegas programming, the addiction, the dopamine, you know, the constant, you know, oh, did I get likes? I mean, you know, and when you can detach from that, you can focus on your thoughts, your words, your actions, your heart. What's your intuition telling you that's yours to do? And sometimes it's to step out of your comfort zone. Man, but that's what I got to do. I'm gonna go that route. That's the route I feel is mine to do. I'm gonna take that step. And guess what? Out of your comfort zone is where the magic happens. Out of the comfort zone is where you get your mind, your body, from where it is to where you want it to be. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, you now are able to step into the amazing version of you. For your key relationships, you're able to deepen and grow those key relationships at a level you never even thought possible. For your financial situation, you're able to take yourself from what your current situation is to massively and exponentially improving it with the proper focus, attention, direction, and guidance, by stepping out of your comfort zone and stepping into the power of the present. Being able to be present with yourself, being able to be present with others, being able to acknowledge and sit and clearly identify, here's where I am. Like, think about a map. You know, you need to tell the people from Uber or your friends exactly where you are if they can pick you up, and then know clearly where the destination is you want to go. And on the route, you can say, hey, guess what? New information came in. The destination's changed. It's not where we started off. It's now modified to a better destination. But you can't make those adjustments until you get into the journey, right? And guess what? There's no right, there's no wrong. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, which is 100% perfect, right here, right now. And that took me a long time to understand, no, 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 no. I'm not where I deserve to be. I should be further along. Nope, nope. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be right now, as are you. And once you can come to terms with that and say, hey, look, all of my life has led up to this moment. I'm still here. Thankfully, you know, because looking at my life, at least, there's a lot of choices that, man, that could have led to me not being here, but I'm still here. And I know that my best is yet to come. So I'm going to remove my own judgment of my own past, break the shackles that were my own shackles holding me down because of the judgment I had upon, well, that was right, that was wrong, I shouldn't have done that, I should have done this, what if, I coulda, shoulda, woulda, and break those shackles to now harness the power of the present. And with those shackles, I can now move much more freely towards the new destinations that I set for myself. So these videos, I hope you find them helpful. Like below, you know, post your like if you like them so I can keep more coming. Leave your comments as to what you felt was important to you. Share them if you feel so called to share. And this is more of a reflection for me, because I see when I hold myself back in judgment, and I hold myself in my comfort zones. So a lot of these messages are directly pointed at me, and hopefully leave some breadcrumbs for my children to look back on, and more hopefully are helpful to you. So like them, leave your comments below, share them, and stay tuned. There's more to come. The journey continues. Your best awaits, as does mine. All right, harness this power of the present and make today great. I'll chat with you soon. Bye for now.